is winning. And your favorite ball club has been doing plenty of that for the past couple of weeks. Good morning to you. Good Thursday morning. I'm Dejan Kovacevic of DK Pittsburgh Sports. This is Daily Shot of Pirates. It comes your way bright and early every weekday. If you're into football and or hockey, I also offer daily shots of Steelers and Penguins in the same place that you found this. Pirates 3, Dodgers 0 last night at PNC Park. Strange kind of game. Brian Reynolds and Andrew McCutchen hit early solo home runs, and the Dodgers just kept putting people all over the base paths. But to their credit, Braxton Ashcraft, Mike Burrows kept right on stranding everybody. The Dodgers would have 11 base runners in all, 5 hits, 6 walks. Not one of them would make it all the way around. And that left your Pirates with W's in the first 2 games of this series against Major League Baseball's billion-dollar team, a chance to sweep tonight at PNC Park with Paul Skeens on the mound, 10 wins in the past 13 games, and a fair amount of good feel. This was Kutch afterward.
Playing, good baseball. So, always been grinding. So, yeah, it's good to be able to be at home and get the 2 wins and in the fashion that we've gotten it. So, scored some runs yesterday, and shut out today with 3 runs on the board. So overall, good win for us.
Winning, winning, winning. There's nothing that solves all problems like winning does when it comes to professional sports. But the craziest part of this specific scenario is that the Pirates have done this winning, and in fact, in this game, evened out their record under Don Kelly at 51-51, while the roster itself has been semi-dismantled. Think about this for a second. What did the Pirates get for David Bednar? Right. What did they get for Bailey Falter? What did they get for Isaiah Kiner-Falefa? What did they get for Brian Hayes? Just keep going. Just keep going. And what you have, or at least what you should have had, is a worse team. You should have had a team that no matter what you thought of the various players who were sent out, wasn't going to leave Kelly more options, but less. More depth, but less. And focusing on Bednar alone, we're talking about a guy who for 2 months was the major's #1 closer. At which point, poof, he was gone. So full credit to all concerned, but I'm going to throw one name at you today that I'd place above all the rest, and that would be Kelly. Because Kelly has been stuck with, you want to talk about a situation, he instantly inherited a team that had already seen its season get shot. This, of course, being back in May. He had 4.5 months to navigate of a season that was declared dead. Worse, he had himself, and by the way, still has himself, the major's worst offense. They've hit a lot better of late, but they sure didn't when he took over, and for the longest time. And no single facet sucks the life out of a group of baseball players quite like being unable to hit. Kelly kept that going. Not the clubhouse, not any veterans in there, Kelly. And nobody has to wonder about that. All they have to do is walk around from stall to stall, as I've done, and ask the players themselves where it comes from. They'll all point toward the manager's office. They'll all cite Kelly. His energy, his enthusiasm, his passion, his realness. And they'll tell you that he wouldn't let them quit. They'll tell you that he wouldn't let them just go through the motions. Not me, them. Now, this doesn't at all change my mind about Kelly. I've felt this way about him for a long time. When the Pirates promoted him, I felt even more strongly upon seeing how he handled the first few days on the job that he'd be the choice moving forward. And I'm talking about regardless of who'll be in the front office. Now, the very very, very small handful of you who still support Ben Cherington as general manager might ask, well, you can't do that. You can't just single out the manager. Where's the love for the GM? I mean, he's the one that built this. No. Again, that's the strange part here. All that Cherington's done since Kelly took over was to piece by piece by piece make the team worse, at least toward the 2025 season. In most cases, openly acknowledging as much. You don't make a trade like the Bednar trade that has no pieces currently in Pittsburgh and say that the trades made you better or that the GM made the team better and that it would have had something to do with the 2025 season or this late little surge or the team being 51-51 under Kelly. All that gets highlighted here is that Kelly is a good manager and that Kelly is the right manager moving forward. If Kelly were to be working with a functioning GM, imagine the difference on top of what we've already witnessed. When we come back, J1Q. If you're looking for a great dining experience, look no further than North Shore Tavern, located directly across Federal Street from PNC Park, next door to Mike's Beer Bar. North Shore Tavern is Pittsburgh's home for steak on a stone. Enjoy your steak finished on a hot lava stone in front of you, where you ensure each piece is cooked to exactly your liking. Or try their rotating selection of entrees, hot sandwiches, salads, and burgers, all while enjoying the ambiance dedicated to the great players and history of the Pittsburgh Pirates all around you. Come see why everyone's talking about North Shore Tavern and steak on a stone.
It's Gun Storage Check Week. Help prevent unwanted access to your firearms. No one wants their unsecured gun to be used in an accident, a suicide, or a crime. Use lockboxes, safes, and locks to secure your firearms. Learn more at gunstoragecheck.org. That's gunstoragecheck.org. Brought to you by NSSF, the Firearm Industry Trade Association.
Delete Me makes it easy, quick, and safe to remove your personal data online at a time when surveillance and data breaches are common enough to make everyone vulnerable. Data brokers can compile your name, contact info, social security number, home address, even information about your family members, and they can sell it online. Have you ever been a victim of identity theft or harassment or doxing? If you haven't, you probably know someone who has. Delete Me can help. Take control of your data and keep your private life private by signing up for Delete Me. Our listeners get a special discount today. Get 20% off your Delete Me plan by texting HIT to 64000. The only way to get 20% off is to text HIT to 64,000. That's HIT to 64,000. Message and data rates may apply. Today's J1Q is as predictable as it comes. Craig asks, Don Kelly is 51-51 now. DK, please tell us that this will not exonerate Ben Cherington in Bob Nutting's eyes. I'm not in a position to do that, Craig, as I've stressed time and time and time again, as I've been asked time and time and time again to recite the information that I received back when Derek Shelton was fired about Cherington's future, about Nutting's feelings on Cherington. All of that is now 4 months old. I've not had any further conversation on that matter. None. What I was told then unmistakably made Cherington dead man walking. What I was told then made it beyond stunning that he was still employed. But what I was told then doesn't mean anything compared to how the one individual who'll make this decision feels about it on any given day. He could roll over this morning out of bed and say, you know what, this Cherington, he's all right. As soon as he traded all those players for nothing, we all got better. I don't know. I can't control it. It feels like everybody's always wanting predictions from reporters as opposed to just reporting. This is why I don't do them. I report to you what I hear. I report to you the information that I have. And I do that in the most timely manner available to me. So if I don't say anything about this conversation, and then let's say the end of this month comes along, and Charrington gets fired, and I tell you, well, guess what? Hey, 4 months ago, I was told, da-da-da-da. You're going to go, oh, right. Shut up. Seriously. The business is reporting. That means finding stuff out, sharing it with you as soon as it's confirmed enough to do so responsibly. That's it. That's it. There's nothing else to it. That's what I did 4 months ago. As such, if Nutting chooses to keep this GM based on, I don't know, feeling good about things in September of an absolutely abominable, outright embarrassing season, from top to bottom in the organization, with the notable exception of Connor Griffin's rise and Paul Skeens going for the Cy Young, then he can do that. It's his team. He owns it. If he wants to do dumb, damaging things to the team, if he doesn't care about winning, then yeah, he can keep the guy. So no, I can't tell you, Craig, respectfully, that this is going to exonerate this or that or whatever. I can't do that. I couldn't do that 4 months ago. I couldn't do it 2 months ago. I can't do it now. I won't be able to do it at the end of the month. The Pirates happen to employ the worst general manager in all of professional sports. If they decide they're okay with that, there's nothing any of us can do about that. I appreciate the question. I appreciate everybody listening to Daily Shot of Pirates. We'll have another one of these tomorrow.